Apropos of nothing Bill was thinking in his head, Barry broke the silence, spoke, and very plainly said,
"Things would be so easy. If only I were gay."
Bill could only stammer,
What?
did not know what to say.
Gays are happy. Don't put up with shit from wives and kids. They have all the money, while we're living on the skids.
I'm sure they have their problems too.
Bill could certainly attest. Depressed, distressed, life oppressed, was stunned and quite perplexed by what Barry now expressed.
Maybe no one's happy, maybe happiness a lie.
Barry took a slug of vodka, said, preoccupied,
But I tell you, mark my words, heed what I have to say. 'Cause no one will admit the truth. That Jesus, he was gay.
Bill's guffaw, ill-concealed, incredulous, he sputtered,
What the fuck you talking about?
was all that he could utter.
You're always talking shit. But this, it takes the cake.
He was a man,
Barry said.
of that there's no mistake.
Barry's drunken blather was turbid and opaque. Bill he hung on every word, no matter how absurd, to see if Barry had an aim, a point that he could make.
That means he had a dick, we can safely say, assume.
Bill shook his head in silence, so Barry could resume. Barry didn't disappoint, and said to underscore,
What kind of guy in his right mind turns down a blowjob from a whore?
Who said he got a blowjob?
Bill asked, somewhat bemused.
He didn't get one, he refused, is what I'm trying to say. There's Magdalene down on her knees, kneeling there, the little tease. And we all know what it means when a whore just wants to please. She says she wants to thank him, wants to show appreciation for his being such a gentleman, offer compensation. And what does Jesus do by way of condonation? Has her wash his feet for her remediation. Now you tell me, if that's not gay, then just a form of objurgation.
Doesn't prove a thing.
Bill said with condemnation.
A twisted version of the facts, your personal elation.
Could be he cared for his feet, far more than Mary's pussy.
Maybe he respected her, rather than subjecting her to further subjugation.
Bill said, took a stance against Barry's peroration.
She didn't want to marry him, just to suck his dick.
Barry now was on a kick.
You're not so smart and slick.
Barry was just warming up for a verbal fight.
I have a question for you, prove that I am right. Why did Judas turn him in the garden on that night?
Judas was a traitor, of that there is no doubt.
Bill simply would not cater to Barry's wild spout.
You cannot think that it could be some form of sexual clout.
Think of the Judas kiss, and see. A man that age, at 33? I think that we can both agree. In daily life, sex plays a part, at least to some degree.
The sex we want, or sex we get,
Bill mused on his own.
is different for both me and you. For me, it's not condoned.
You have these guys, all hang out, in gardens late at night, wearing muumuus, drinking wine, all got a little tight. Judas, he was jealous. He and Jesus had a fling. Then Jesus got a wandering eye. Tried it off, another guy, Peter, Paul, or one of them. And Judas felt the sting. The cops, they came, arrested Jesus. Judas made him pay. A crime of passion, sexual cash-in, all because they're gay. But that was then, not like today. We're being gay. It seems okay. I said it once before, and I'll stand and proudly say, life would be so easy. Yes, if only I were gay.
Life would be so easy. True. If only you were gay.
Bill thought.
A life for me and you.
Ryan pushed the numbered buttons. The sing-song sound they made, the ringing on the other end, Please don't pick up, Ryan prayed.
Hi, Ma. I'm all right. Cops let me out. Kept me all night.
Ryan listened, wrath, disdain. Then he began again.
I'm not on drugs. Who told you that? I bet that I can guess the rat.
Ryan listened, wrath, disdain. Then he began again.
I can't come home? What do you mean? I need some food. Clothes that are clean.
Ryan listened, wrath, disdain. Then he began again.
I didn't steal your food stamps. How come you don't believe anything I tell you? Yet Barry lies, deceives.
Ryan listened, wrath, disdain. Then he began again.
I didn't take them, fucking Barry. In the thick of it. Starting trouble, talking shit.
Ryan listened, wrath, disdain. Then he began again.
You fucking skank, you got some nerve. Yes, I took them. What you deserve.
Ryan listened, a worried vein. Then he began again.
What hospital?
We make wishes every day. Some are granted, some decay, but Sandra's shattered wishes were on permanent display. Sandra sat immobile. Emergency room bed. Curtain pulled around her. Filled with anger, dread. They cleaned her up. Her bloody clothes neatly wrapped in plastic. A souvenir so dark, so grim, so grisly and so graphic.
They found an empty bed for you. We'll be ready soon.
Maura softly whispered as she entered Sandra's room.
If I had insurance, they'd find a bed for sure.
Sandra said, resigned to fate. The fate of being poor.
How you doing?
Maura asked, feeling like a fool. The answer was quite obvious. Life was sad and cruel.
I'm so tired.
Sandra said, then paused, afraid to speak.
The baby's gone.
She muttered. Her vibrant voice was weak. Maura turned her face away. 2 words escaped her lips.
I know,
She said, gave Sandra space to deal with her apocalypse.
It all goes through my mind. Russian by so fast. Never stop to think things through. I killed our baby. That's a fact.
Sandra did decry, getting frantic, wild-eyed.
Ryan must be told. I want him to know.
Ryan was arrested. Night in jail, PC. He was passed out on the sidewalk. Or so Dottie has decreed.
Is he okay?
Sandra asked with genuine concern.
You have to worry for yourself. Let him go. Let bridges burn.
Maura said, then thought.
The only way to make things right is fuck them all. To stand and fight.
But said instead, with fear and dread.
What happened when I left last night?
I was so mad. Everyone had told me what to do. With vicious words, snide remarks. They vilified. Attacked. I let them get the best of me. Reaction. Not quite tactical. To prove them wrong, I hitched a ride. To Carol's yearly bacchanal. Her big St. Patrick's party. We were drinking. Doing lines. The mood was lusty. Party. The sun came up. Was winding down. But still was feeling fine. But when I left, I felt distressed. Fatigued. And quite exhausted. I thought I was hungover, so went home to get some rest. The night, the coke, the booze, the fest, conspired, coalesced into this living nightmare. Surreal, macabre, grotesque.
Maura sat and watched as Sandra broke down, cried. Before her eyes, Sandra became a lost and lonely child.
Then I started bleeding.
Sandra said through tears.
At first it didn't worry me. Ignored my pain and fears. If I lost this baby, I could face them all and cheer that they had all been wrong. Then I could not be judged. In my mind, I was headstrong. Into the dark I plunged. Ignored the truth, veracity, but knew what I had done. I opened up my eyes, and there was so much blood. I sat and agonized and vowed on this odd spud that if it could survive, I'd swear eternal ties to God, to heaven, better life. But God is all a lie.
Sandra struggled with her pain, the pain of expiation, the fact that she would have to live with self-induced ablation. She didn't like this side of life, of personal damnation. She had always been the one to brandish palliation, felt alone, above the fray, would not be done by denigration. She turned to Mora, did bestow words of immature cunctation.
I don't want them to know of this abomination.
I won't tell. But Ma told Dottie. You know how she is.
Then Ryan probably knows.
Sandra smiled slightly. Someone to share her woes.
What Dottie knows, the world then knows. Your business she'll expose.
I wonder how he'll take it. He wanted this so much. Had all these plans, ambitions, of life ahead for us.
I always thought big sisters had a duty all their own, to watch out for their younger ones. That duty I have blown.
Mora reached for Sandra's hand, and only then did realize she could never understand the sadness in her sister's eyes. Barry sat fatigued, resigned, felt his life was now defined by worry, kids, work, and stress, and Kelly's constant blame. Redress,
I just feel stuck.
Barry said.
Can't seem to get it through my head. Like I can't breathe. Not allowed. Unless someone tells me how.
You carp, complain. You have a voice. There are those of us who have no choice.
Who is there worse off than me?
Barry barked, a sullen glare.
Kevin Joyce.
Bill, he whispered, solemn, elegiac prayer.
Kevin Joyce. He's all set. Comp and disability. No more work. No more sweat. A life of pure tranquility.
That accident, it left him in a wheelchair now for life.
So think of all the sympathy. Free beer at the bar.
Would you trade places with him? A crippled avatar?
Maybe not forever, but I'd try it for a year. Year of freedom. Year of fun. Yes, I would. In the long run.
You're a fool to speak like that. You've got more than most.
I got shit. A whippin' post. You're the one with rights to boast. You're free. And single. Life to you a lark. An escapade. Me. I'm hanging by a noose. You got it made.
I got shit.
Bill went to say but couldn't find the words. Afraid to speak, to say too much. To give his soul away. He sat and mused upon his fate. Of living life halfway.
You wouldn't understand why I'll take Barry back. Your life is perfect. Life is fine. I'll swap out yours and give you mine.
My life is far from perfect.
Lisa said to Kelly's whine.
I was with Mark for 3 years. My life to him I did consign. And you know more than anyone what I did endure.
And I told you to leave him. Before you did immure. Yourself to him, become his wife. Save you from yourself despite the fact you said you loved him, that you wanted to be his.
I know. I'm glad I listened and wish you'd hear me too. Barry, not as bad as Mark. Isn't good for you.
I'm glad you found your confidence. But you should have more cognizance of why I have to stay.
It took me years to find myself. You know the reason why. When you walk into a room, people want to be with you. Me, I have to work at it, so they look past the obvious. They see my waist, my shape, my size, and automatically despise. I heard it said, in whispered tones. At home, in school, and every place. Voices of reason. All my life. Well-meaning coup de grace.
Lisa laughed and took a sip of beer, now warm and flat. She lit a cigarette and spoke, her voice a wounded rasp, as she relived the words she heard. Words said because she's fat.
She has a pretty face, it's true. Personality as well. When she sits around the house, you know that joke, it tells itself. Fat ass, wide load, buxom, busty, soft egg. And as they say, en français, not in mutilated English, au revoir du pois, what brazen chutzpah. To fill her plate a second time. In the buffet line. Boom ba ba boom, when she walks, she shakes the room. She could try. Care for herself. Should try some self-restraint. She would shed those excess pounds. If she put the fork down.
Lisa looked away, a tear welled in her eye. She sipped her beer, turned and said, to further edify.
But Mark, he didn't act that way. Held my hand in public, kissed me, whispered in my ear. His tender words idyllic. He rubbed my shoulders, back caressed. Never acted shamed or stressed by being seen with me. So when he started, I put up with his abusive animosity. What was once jocosity became endless ferocity. His calming luminosity, now virulent verbosity. Gentle touches turned to slaps, punches of monstrosity. I told myself it was okay. Living with atrocity. As long as he could always see the person underneath the weight. The person that he let me be. That person being me.
You've come so far, so don't distress. You fought so hard. Don't be depressed.
I go home, each night alone, to an empty bed. No one there, to share my day, no lap to lay my head. It's lifeless, empty, boring. But I wouldn't give it up. Won't go back, to be and had. Won't live like that again. And you were there to help me through, for that I'm ever grateful. So it's my turn to help you now. To find your way. It's fateful, that you can find the strength to leave. Let Barry go, and do not grieve. If I could find the strength to go. For you. It's just a breeze. You've always been so strong and sure. And though you did not ask, adjure. I'm here to offer up my help. Take it, please.
Kelly hated Lisa now for trying to force her hand, but spoke to Lisa smugly to make her understand.
It was easier for you to go. You don't have kids, you wouldn't know. You always got to do exactly what you wanted.
Kelly said to Lisa, did not want her responses. Back at Bill's, Barry spoke, elucidate his feelings.
You got no worries. Or sense of dread. Sword of Damocles, my stead.
Look at me.
Kelly said, laughing through her nose.
I don't want to get my kids apathetic, and it shows.
I see these guys.
Barry stated.
Drunk as drunk can be. Living on the street. Well sated. My envy emerald green.
To tell the truth, I never said this to a listening ear. I don't always like my kids. Sometimes don't want them near.
Believe that shit, what I just said. Jealous of the bums. What kind of fucking lunatic have I now become?
Every day they're there. Remind me. Make it clear. Just how dismal, dark, and drear is this life I have to bear.
They don't have to answer. To anyone at all. Come and go. Do as they please. Their lives endless frivolities.
I thought I was all set. 20, had a baby, then a wedding, someone's wife. Beginning of my sorry life.
All I ever face. A bunch of nosy questions. Are you coming home, and when? Then starts her bitchin' sessions.
What the fuck did I know? Just blindly went along so. This hell I'm living, married life. Now my status quo.
I never got to do anything I wanted.
Now I'm 30 with 3 kids.
My plans are all aborted.
Maybe you are right. I can stay and hate my life, or make a sudden change, and finally take the reins.
And if I leave or disengage, she drags my sorry ass to court and fucking sues me for support.
I see things on TV or even in the paper. There are things that I could do, some form of simple labor.
They're my kids, and she's my wife. That's how it's gonna stay.
As he always does, Barry had the final say. Kelly on a roll. Her thoughts were sharp and fast.
Look at you, getting somewhere. Maybe I should take a class.
My kids will not be welfare rats, stained with the taint of poverty. Food stamps, in the projects. I lived it, in authority.
I have to wait until next year when Nicole, she goes to school. That gives me time to figure out just what I want to do.
That's why I'm staying home. Of me she'll not befool. The rules have all been codified. She's staying put, right by my side.
I'll show him and everyone. I won't be ridiculed. Won't live a life dissatisfied. We'll show some inner pride.
My kids will see I'm man enough to stick it out. I try and live by my philosophy. Over family I preside.
Maybe move out on my own, declare my judgment day, and whatever comes my way, independence I'll display.
That I loved them, cared enough to protect them from her clutch.
Make a life without him. My own decisions, such as where and how I want to live, reject this marital crutch.
I see all these losers walk out on their lives, leave their kids to get beat up by the boyfriends of their wives.
I won't let anybody tell me what to do. Subside. Taste the freedom from the choice I've always been denied.
Like my brother Ryan, a fucking junkie. Why? My mother was out whoring, slept with any guy.
Fucking Mora, patronizing. Thinks she has it made. I'll show her, and everyone, that I have made the grade.
Looking for a sucker to pay the rent and bills. Those guys she picked up every night, desperate, drunk, depraved.
For once, now and forever, regain my life. Assert. Won't let Barry dominate or interfere. Divert.
The beatings Ryan took, half-brother, that's his war. Taught him how to take a punch. Up to him to stand, to thwart.
This day I always wanted. It took you to show the way, to make me open up my eyes, convince me to allay.
That's my father's fault for leaving, won't make the same mistake.
For me and for my children, it's them I won't forsake.
And Kelly's staying with me. Won't have the chance to roam. If it means I keep her pregnant, make her stay at home.
My children will be proud. To them, I will bequeath the strength to resist and to smote, to fight back and defeat.
And if she left, thinks has me beat. With no cash, won't stay afloat.
There's still time to make my move, without reprove, reproach.
As a father, I am good, never hit my kids. If she continues to contend, won't see those kids again.
Unless I'm really pregnant, then this all ends here. Amen.